as promised from my last video, I have a treat for you all today. As today, I'm doing a little something different than my past videos. Nowadays, it feels like all drawing prompts have been done. Drawing certain aesthetics as people, drawing animals as humans, etc. It's a very vast field, and I tend to see this in my Pinterest homepage as I like to see other people's designs. Yet surprisingly, I saw a lack of candies as people. It's not to say that there's none, but it felt lacking. And seeing how this year is my first year handing out candies to kids, I felt like it was fitting for me to try and tackle this challenge. Today, I have selected 3 different candies, and I have my reasons on why I did pick them the way I do. So, let's get to it. Starting us off, we have candy corn, a Halloween staple regardless of the amount of haters. No one can argue that one doesn't think of this candy when you think of Halloween, and only Halloween. Itty bitty, iconic, and super sweet, I imagine candy corn to be a sickeningly sweet gal that is mainly a wallflower but goes ham for Halloween. And seeing how visually iconic the tree is, it is only fitting that she would main witch costumes, which are just as iconic for this period of year, and triangular with the candy. With the candies palette being white, yellow, orange, the warm colors make me think of fall and getting cozy in a cozy cottage, so it's not too far-fetched to think that maybe she would be a cottagecore gal. Maybe just a bit on the whimsier side. It also gives me an excuse to give her a brown cardigan, which you can only visualize handing these candies out in like tiny paper bags or burlap black baggies. And with that, and adding a bit of foreground lighting I forgot to record, she's done! Cute, easily recognizable, inoffensive, yet a bit bland. Fitting for candy corn. Next up is America's top treat, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I'm not a big chocolate person, but even I can't deny that these are pretty good. So I definitely see why these are among the top here. So I started by drawing a popular looking guy with some elevated confidence in himself, so much so that he's dressed in the Reese's Puffs guys fit. But unlike Puffs, these cups aren't round and smooth, so to incorporate the ridges of the cups, I went for a braids look. Now, Reese's has some variations per different seasonal event, and dons green and purple on their goods for Halloween, since they already have orange covered. It's minor, but noticeable, thus why this guy will have just a little bit on his palette. It really goes surprisingly well with his clothes. So here he is, fresh, popping with colors, with well-deserved confidence, fitting for America's favorite treat. Now this last one is special. If any of you are returning viewers and paid attention to my last video, I have mentioned that my brother's birthday was the day before Halloween. So I had him pick a candy. Something that resonated with him were fruitier candies, especially gummies. So, Airheads, gummy bears, and his official pick, Sour Punch. It's not known by everyone, but even for me, I was always pleased to find these gummy straws in my candy bucket. The little mascot dudes for this brand gave me a cartoony vibe, so I designed a more cartoony girl. I always associated these candies with the dollar store, so I imagined that this gal would buy the main part of the costume and then make the rest up at home. Seeing their main colors, I very easily leaned into picking Miku for the costume here, with some of the straws making up for the arm and leg warmers. I also picked Miku, as this candy's electrifying flavor makes me think that she would vibe most with high energy music online. I think this candy has gotten more attention nowadays than when I was a kid, but regardless of the recognition, I think she would be the sort of gal that would be cringe, yet fine as is, happy with whatever attention she got. Good for her, honestly. And with the last candy person designed, I have achieved my first step of my goal. As for my second step, well, for any and all artists out there, I challenge you to design the candy you got most or handed out the most depending on what you did this Hallows Eve. How do you imagine these goodies? And if you don't feel like drawing or lack confidence in your skills, that is just as fine. You can share your thoughts down in the comments. I myself cannot wait to share some of these treats with the kids in my neighborhood, and I cannot wait to show off my costume! I was planning to share it in the process I went through to make it today along with this video, but for my own sanity's sake and getting an additional video of the costume itself in action, you'll probably see it sometime later this next week. Don't want to miss it? Then hit that subscribe button and bell, and you'll be seeing me soon once more. But for now, have fun, and keep safe, got it?